Keep those heels low now. Set them up. Right now.
It's a crisp morning, but we aren't in Fairfield. We're on the track at Harding High School in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Back on Sacred Heart's campus, our home track has been ripped up, reduced to a mere 100-meter strip of rubber to make way for our new stadium. So, the Pioneer track and field team packed up their spikes, got on a bus, and brought their morning intervals on the road.
On your march.
I'm Owen Parker. For this team, having to pack up and adapt to a tougher, unfamiliar environment is nothing new. 2 years ago, Sacred Heart Athletics made a monumental decision, leaving a familiar territory of the Northeast Conference to join the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, the MAAC. For the track and field program, it wasn't just a change in logo. It was a complete shock to the system. Head coach Christian Morrison remembers exactly why the move had to happen.
The Northeast Conference was, with losing us and MAAC at the same time, was really on the verge of not having enough schools to stay a viable conference. But I mean, they've fortunately been able to add a couple schools since then, and they're still going. Obviously, I enjoyed our years in the Northeast Conference, and I wish them the best. But I think for the university, it was the best thing overall for us to make that move.
Survival was the catalyst, but stepping in the MAAC meant stepping into the deep end. The margins for error vanished. The heats got faster. In cross country, the women's team had to abruptly transition from racing 5K courses to grueling 6K distances.
For the cross country season, the level of competition, it's just a much harder conference in cross country, and on the men's side, there's a team that's almost always nationally ranked, and we do not have that in the Northeast Conference. I don't think the Northeast Conference has had a nationally ranked team in years and years. And for the women, it was just a switch to the 6K distance in cross country for our championship. In the Northeast Conference, we were running the 5K distance at the championship.
To compete against nationally ranked juggernauts, the program had to rethink its entire blueprint. In the NEC, Sacred Heart utilized massive rosters to stockpile talent and score points across the board. The MAAC, however, introduced strict roster caps. Suddenly, Coach Morrison and his staff had to change the way they recruited, prioritizing a new kind of athlete.
Part of our strategy was to carry a large roster and give a lot of student athletes an opportunity and see who developed. And we had a lot of pleasant surprises over the years, athletes who we maybe didn't recruit very much, or just maybe returned an email or a call and let them know they could be on the team, and we were rewarded with that strategy many times over the years. Athletes who would evolve, improve, and become conference point scorers, even individual conference champions. So we're going to have less of that now because we do have to stay under this roster cap. So we're really focusing on finding recruits who can do more than one thing. That's important. If someone is a javelin specialist, pole vault specialist, and that's all they do, if you carried a lot of those people, it would be hard to win like that.
The transition tested the culture of the team. But instead of folding under the pressure of a tougher conference, the Pioneers leveled up. The proof? Look up at the banners. This past winter, the men's indoor track and field team stormed the MAAC championships and brought home the title, while the women's squad has secured a dominant second-place finish in back-to-back seasons. Coach Morrison knows exactly who deserves the credit.
I feel like this coaching staff we have at this point in our history is the best that we've ever had, and I can give myself credit for putting the staff together, but I give them credit for coaching everybody and getting us ready for that championship. Not only did the men win, the women finished second indoors after finishing second outdoors last year. So yeah, we're we're having good early success.
Let's go, Owen! Let's go, Owen! Come on, baby! Let's go!
With the outdoor conference championships looming just weeks away, the target on Sacred Heart's back is bigger than ever. They are no longer the new kids in the MAAC trying to find their footing. They are the heavyweights. The conference may have changed and the standard may have been raised, but the goal at Sacred Heart remains exactly the same: win. For Sacred Heart Athletics, I'm Owen Parker.